Hey y'all, I'm back with a little bit of a different video for you guys this week, or this day, I guess. I have a planner here that I customized online. A company called Personal Planner contacted me and asked me if I would like to create a planner, and they would send it to me and if I could do a review. And it will be an honest review. I'll talk about the pros and cons. I'll talk about things I like personally and things I dislike personally. That doesn't mean that's going to be the same for everybody. I'll talk about some things that I wished I would have done differently when creating it, so that you guys can get a good idea if you happen to go on and browse around. So let's get started. I want you guys to also know, if you stay tuned to the end of the video, there is a giveaway, and I'll talk about how you can win a personal planner of any size, free shipping sent to you, and I think that's it. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing I want to note is the cover is customizable, and so is the band. The rings, I believe, are not. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure these are not customizable, but the cover and the band is. Now, the band, I chose gold. You don't have to choose a metallic color. I believe they had silver, and then they had colors as well. This did look kind of grainy. This does look grainy because it has like a plasticky cover with a texture on it, and so just keep that in mind. And I will say, if you choose a pattern like this, like a stripy pattern or like a florally pattern or a diagonal pattern, whatever, or even a solid color, you have to stick with this font. So remember that when you're customizing it or when you're playing around with it, that you may want to try to change this font, but you're not going to be able to if you choose one of their patterns. I'm not really sure why. Maybe they're like working on that or whatever, but I didn't have or didn't see an option to change the font. So you don't have to have something on the front. I wanted my name on it. If you choose like a photo cover of some sort, I think you can change the font with a little tool that they have. So just keep that in mind. There are some options available there. So I'm just going to kind of flip right to the front here. I chose the saying "be present," and then this little quote here just to kind of remind myself to be present, and then a fun little quote there, and then I put my name and my blog and my email address. I also want to just note that you can choose different inlay designs. So, and I'm going to try to get through this pretty quickly because I don't want this to be like a super long video, but I chose a horizontal design. They did have vertical designs. They also had like boxes instead of, like they looked more like this, but they were all over the page, if that makes sense. So it was like Monday, I think Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I could be wrong on that. Maybe it was Monday, Tuesday. I don't remember. Anyway, there were boxes, and you could do it that way too, which I kind of wished I would have done that version. I'm not particularly liking horizontal designs in any planner lately because I have been trying them out, and they're just not working for me. And so I kind of wished I would have gone with like a more boxy design over the horizontal or vertical. The other thing I want to note that is like catching me off guard is the fact that every Sunday or like certain days, okay, let me see if I can find an example. Let's see, November maybe. There's a day in November. Okay, so some of these are highlighted in red, and I'm not really sure if it's because it's a day that you should like observe and like for honor. So like obviously this would be, Sunday would be the Sabbath for Christians, and so I don't know if like this is a day because this is Veterans Day observed, and this is actual Veterans Day, so that could be why. But I do that, the red catches my eye every time, and so I'm not really sure how I feel about that. And then also I chose a little leafy pattern up here, and then I chose a little tone-on-tone pink for the inside of the actual days of the week. Now, one thing I want to note is I think you can choose like if you want it ruled, and then there's other options. So you would have to play around. There's like, I couldn't even go through all of the options because there are so many. Also kind of bringing you down to the bottom here, I chose, so these are called modules, and you can change these up, and there were tons of options. I want to say there were probably like 10 to 15 options. I could be exaggerating, but I think that was probably about right. And I chose to do this week's dinners and list of the week And then there's an overview here and a little note box here, which is really neat. You get this for each week. And then I think I've seen someone else, I think it was Heba with, oh, what is her thing? My Little Journal. I think she did the same, or she did a review, but hers looked a lot different. So it would be kind of neat to check out her video. But anyway, she had like little weather icons on hers. And so she added those to her little boxes each day, which I think was pretty cool. So I have like, oh, I guess I did use some of their stickers to kind of just note some, I didn't do like a full on, plan with me here or anything like that. I was just kind of playing around with it. And I did use some of their stickers that they have on their site just to kind of play around with and just note some things. And so this is a monthly view. You can see here again, those Sundays are in red. I did choose America as or the United States as my country. And so it has different American holidays, of course, and then I'll just kind of like skip to, let's go to like a month maybe okay, so I'm on March 2018. So you can see here that one thing I love, and I'll show you here first, is that they have the weeks here listed. So it shows that this is week 9, week 10. So if you do Project Life, this is perfect. You could even use this as a Project Life tracker. Like you could track little moments, which I think is great. I've been using this, now don't look at this, so that's not the cutest because I was trying out different pens and different highlighters. But anyway, I've been using it for a goals journal just to kind of like keep track of different things I have throughout the day, and then I reward myself with just like a treat at the end of the week or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just trying it out to see if that's something that I would like. But I love going back to the weeks. I love that they have those listed. And then also, not only that, they have them listed here at the top. So they have them listed on the monthly view and then also at the top there. Kind of moving forward, if I close the book, you can see them a lot better. You can see them here. These are little, one thing I wish that they had were tabs so that I could flip through the month to the month that I needed, but they don't. One thing that they do is have these color-coded tabs like on the inside that are built in. And so if I close this book, you can kind of like, I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see those tabs there. So that kind of shows you like the start of each month. I'm going to flip to the back so you guys can see what the back after the planner ends, what it looks like. So this particular one started, and that's another thing. You can choose when it starts. You can choose your month that it starts, which is great. So this started in, did it start in June? At the very end of June, so it really kind of started in July, and it goes to July 2017, it goes to July 2018. Oh, it has a little nice reminder. It says, "Thank you for this time. Please put me in paper recycling." Okay, so if you go here, this is a really neat feature. It has overview of 2017, 2018, and 2019. So it has all the important holidays. Again, it has those Sundays in red. It might be for a really great reason. It just catches my eye, and I don't like that. I have to be honest. Okay, and then let's see. I would change the font. That's for sure. I would not so much change it because some people like that. I might I would want to customize it if that makes sense. And I didn't have that as an option that I know of. And so again, this overview goes to 2019. You can put all your important dates, holidays, anniversaries, birthdays, all of that. And then I chose note pages for the back. You could also customize your back. So you can choose what you want. You can have I think you can even choose like graph paper and some other things. And then here's just 2 blank pages back there. But I chose a few note pages because I felt like that would most benefit me. But again, that's pretty much it. I don't know if there's anything else I could probably add to this. There's probably a lot that I could discuss. There's a few things that, I would keep in mind is, I don't think I mentioned this. This is the A5 size. I should have said that at the beginning. And there's a mini and then a wide and then one other size. So if you look, you can see that this isn't the only size. A few things to just keep in mind. Some pros are the weeks throughout the day, the fact that you can customize it so much. There's tons of stuff you can do to it, which I think is super great. The price point I think is really great. I think that it's pretty nicely made. I mean, you can see here that I've written in it with different types of pens, and now don't pay attention to that because I used a Sharpie pen without or not a Sharpie pen, a Sharpie without thinking. But here you can see that I used different kinds of pens and there isn't a whole lot of shadowing there. Yeah, so I would change the font maybe. I would change the colors throughout the pages. Maybe that could be customizable too. That might take hours to create though. Like even the header here, I'm not fond of the fact that that is red with what I chose. And so there's a couple of things I would change, but I think this is a really great planner. I think it's great for, you know, for what you like, the amount that you pay and then what you get. So that's pretty okay. So now for the giveaway details. In order to get your hands on one of these and customize them, you can enter the giveaway to get a gift card. So the first thing that we would like you to do is follow at Personal Planner on Instagram, and then you can either do this or like their Facebook page called Personal Planner. And then in addition to this, please follow me on Instagram and comment on the photo of this particular planner. My Instagram account is at Ashley Laura BU. From a lot of people probably wonder what I mean by that, but BU is just from when I went to Baylor. And I just haven't changed it just because that's what I go by now. So anyway, that is what you need to do. My Instagram account is set to private, so you will have to ask or just request to follow me, which is totally fine. I'll have all this information in the description box below. I hope you guys will check it out, and I wish you guys all luck. I will announce the winner 1 week from today, which will be on Sunday. Look, I'll just get out my handy dandy planner and look in there because I'm over here trying to figure out when. You can see here that I was playing around with my planner. Okay, let's see. That will be the 30th. So I will announce the winner on Sunday the 30th. So definitely check out all the details and get everything done before. And if you win, I will send you guys a gift card. So we'll talk to you soon. Bye.